a sec.
Certainly.
Sorry.
No, just about.
I've never seen it do this before.
It's probably me.
Oh dear, right. Start from the beginning.
It wasn't on. I don't think it was on properly. Hold on. No.
That's it.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's
So what
fine.
did you do differently?
I don't really know what I did. All I did was press the button here, and then it came up ready.
Yes.
So it says ready on it. It just wasn't on properly, I don't think. I think
Okay.
when I got out and took the key out with me, it
It's
just
just had a-
confused everything.
Had a hissy
I'll
fit.
leave it there. There you go. Sorry about that. Yeah, that was new to me.
Right. So see where it
It's in
says
ready, yeah.
ready.
And now put into drive.
That's
Yeah, you can get that better.
Hooray! And I love no gears.
I'm looking for a gear stick now because this is a higher vehicle,
And that's
and
like
it feels very much like the Karoks we drive in work.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you know, Skoda Karoks we got.
Yeah.
I work for Oxford University, so we got these big blue wagons that we drive around, and this is very similar shape, size, and style. Yeah, that regen feels good. We're doing 34, 35. Ease up. Yeah, and it's like you're braking. It's yeah. I know it's a higher level, but you want to test the extremes, don't you?
That's it.
absolutely.
Is it okay to drive up the A34 bit?
Of course it is, yeah. You go whichever way you want to.
Thank you. So, you had anyone buy any yet? Because I saw the first orders going out yesterday.
We haven't had any of our orders delivered, no.
Yeah. Yeah, there's pictures on the MG ZS forum of a very happy young man picking up his car
I
yesterday.
saw that, yeah.
And I think James Coates is getting his today, or
Yeah.
maybe yesterday.
Oh, good. Oh, Kate will be pleased. Oh, you sure you want to do it?
Wanted to go where?
Oh, it's the lights. I thought, bloody A34.
Yeah, that'll do well at the traffic light Grand Prix. I know it's not a Tesla, but I'd kill myself in a Tesla. No, yeah.
This is why I'm asking, did you really want to do?
Yeah, I should have gone the other way.
I was going to say, it might be better going the other way.
Yeah.
I thought. Of course, it's Friday, isn't it?
But it never seems to be anything in particular why it's like...
It's just busy, isn't it? I think, every single week. I suppose you could come off here, go back on the other side, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Go over that bridge.
I wanted to see the trim and the feel of it more than anything.
Yeah.
When you put your foot down, it pulls away. It feels more responsive than the Leaf.
Does it?
We'll find out a bit.
When I was in the Model 3, it just seemed to touch the accelerator and it flew.
Yeah.
Oh, That was
Pull off here, you see.
That's it, you can go around and come back down the other side. If it's a bit clearer. It normally is that way.
You always got that feeling when you try a new car as well. It takes you an hour or two to get used to it.
Yeah.
And you can't really do that in a test drive. I wonder when Milton Keynes will get one of these. You got the Experience Centre up there, and they have all different types of EVs.
Yeah, they should.
Oh, I see.
They haven't got one up there already.
Right. I would imagine.
Across there.
That's across there then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably just as busy, but at least it's probably pointing in a better direction.
He's flushed it. Yeah. Yes.
So I just need to figure out how to get rid of my present car then.
Yes.
Were you thinking of trying to do it privately? I mean, I can give you obviously a part exchange figure, but
Well, we'll do that as well. But,
yeah, just to get an idea, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I'll probably try to sell it with an EV specialist. That way I'm more likely to get what I paid for it.
Yeah, you are right, to be fair.
And it's not going to be till next February or March anyway, by which time I would have paid off a little bit more of it. It'll be PCP I'll be going for as well,
Right.
because there's so many changes in the EV market. Nobody knows what's happening in the next couple of years.
No, that's probably a safer option, isn't it?
Yeah. And of course it's an expensive car.
Are you touching the brake at all, or is
No,
it just all
that's
regen?
That's the regen.
Wow. That is.
Do you want to try it? Do you want to change it? Do you want to change it to a...
No, you can do it. You're in
That's
number
level 2.
2.
And this is level 2. Let's ease off with the level 2.
That's still quite
Okay.
grunty.
Let's do one more time. Yeah, that
Yeah, that's not as. That's still good though.
level 1. That's more like the Leaf.
Yes. Is this your miles per hour and that's your...
Yeah.
It's not a rev counter now, is it? It's...
It looks like, but yes, the regen or the amount of, but I'm not really looking at that too much.
No, I'm...
In this driving position. So how many test drives are you doing in the next couple of days?
We normally do sort of 2 or 3 a day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, there's been a lot of interest. I mean, we had probably just between 15 and 20 orders anyway, which for us, the size of the garage that we are, is pretty good, keeps us busy. But we've had obviously a lot of other inquiries after the fact, so we've got a busy couple of weeks with test drives.
Are there people, mainly non-EV drivers? Is this
It's probably a 50-50 split, to be fair.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we've one of the first people that came in had one of the BMWs. I think they were just renting that,
Yes.
something like that. And that was going back, and they wanted to go for another electric vehicle. This fitted. This is everything they needed it for.
Good.
This will certainly do the rounds at the shows and that when we get it.
Oh, yes.
We had Miles Roberts from Chorley EVs. He brought one down to Chorley Group, rather. He brought one down to
EV festival at Gayford? Gainan?
That's it. And everyone was flocking around it.
Yeah. Had a huge interest.
But I preferred it. That was the black one. And I looked at that and I thought, oh, this is nice, but it's nicer in the white.
No.
Huh?
Red.
Yeah, we're getting in the red.
Yeah, red.
The red and the blue have been the most popular from what I can tell.
I didn't much like the blue. What, the light blue or the dark one?
The light blue.
Yeah.
Because the dark one's not actually in the brochure. It's not actually advertised for sale, I don't think.
Oh.
The one that's out on the normal ZS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Mind you, they missed a trick, really, didn't they? They should have had a British Racing green.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, everyone says that.
Oh.
Well, it's an MG, so it's kind of.
It does make sense.
There's a company at Frankfurt who's using the MG name and a number of MG vehicles, and well, a few of us are putting a complaint about it.
But they're ripping off like the smart car.
Yeah, and a few others.
Oh, the Fiat 500. They're looking like almost identical, but they're
Really?
EVs.
And they're using the MG thingy.
Label, yeah.
Apparently, the chairman of your group has been, tweeted about it or
Good.
emailed about it.
Right.
But yeah, Frankfurt, of all places. Yes, I'm well.
You're impressed?
Can we get this, dear?
Yes, we can.
How are we going to work it out? I don't know.
We will, we will, because we're resourceful.
Yeah. I've got a 15 grand loan on mine, although it's probably about 14 and a half at the moment.
Oh, that's separate to the car, is it? Like a bank loan?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a bank loan. My wife's is completely paid for,
Right.
so we'll jiggle something around. Because obviously my wife wants a new EV as well. She's looking at the ZE50 though. A friend of ours runs the ZE50's owners club.
Right.
I tried taking a picture of him sat in this, but my camera didn't work. The ZE50's owners club is the biggest EV club in the country.
Yes.
Because they allow, they have a big show and they don't just have Zoes, they have all sorts of EVs there.
Yeah.
Yeah. EVs in the park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And next year there'll be a couple of dozen of these there, I wouldn't mind betting.
Oh, yeah. Well, imagine.
Oh,
Same as fully charged live, and there'll be a few at there too.
yes.
Can't let just the Tesla boys have the fun.
Right.
Yeah, so it creeps forward. When you take your foot off the brake, it creeps forward.
But that's what the Leaf does.
Well, somebody was asking about it, that's all.
I think most automatics do that.
Yeah.
Over the engine automatic.
Yeah, my Jazz did.
I don't know. It was just a question somebody asked.
Yeah. Well, they need to get with it with automatics. What does that mean? What's that one?
That's the auto brake.
Okay. Go safe wherever you are. Go safe.
Right, it's not creeping forward now because the auto brake's on.
Okay. And you've taken your feet off all the pedals?
Yes.
Oh. Well, you fancied that one for him then. What did the mods do?
That's the different driving modes.
The sporty and the... Yeah.
You've got the eco, normal and sports.
Like when we own this, we'll drive it in eco all the time, but Any news on the range? It's because they're saying sort of 163 miles motorway driving.
Yeah, I mean that's what they're obviously advertising. I'd like to try and do a proper test myself, but it's a bit hard when I've got lots of other people wanting to drive it, because we've only got one. It's proving almost impossible.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Everybody's asked the same question: is it realistic? This is the thing.
Where are you going?
I'm turning in there, looking for a car park, jumping out. You jump in, go back up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a good idea actually. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Green King.
There should be a Suffolk brewery, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is. It's just down the road from Dad.
We met many years ago in Suffolk on RAF Watersham.
All right.
And then Facebook brought us together many years later.
The wonders of Facebook.
Oh, yes.
Made as many relationships as it ended.
Yeah. That was kind of what I was getting at.
To be fair, we were both in unhappy relationships, and
Yeah. Right. And then, so reverse, neutral, and D and B
Right.
is driving the eco. Come here. And it's great if you haven't driven a electric car before. This is just. Oh, have you put the brake?
Yeah,
foot
done the brake,
yeah. At least now you know what it's like driving.
you're making a habit of this.
I was just about to say that. I'm running off with somebody else now. Oh, heck. And why have you got a Spitfire on your roof? Has it always been there, or?
It's been there since 2011, which is when I started here.
Right.
So basically, the chairman, or one of the main owners,
Yeah.
he he used to do a bit of like aircraft flying,
All right.
and he found it coming into land at one of the local airfields.
Yes.
So he managed to track down who owned it. It's not a real one; it's a full-size one, but it's
All right.
it's like a movie prop.
All right.
It was in the Battle of Britain film.
Ah.
So yeah, he managed to track down who owned it, because it was just sort of sat there abandoned.
Yes.
Bought it, he had it all redone up and painted, and
Yes.
it's basically fiberglass and wood. And then originally he was going to put it straight on the roof, but it was too heavy, so he had the stand made.
Ah, right.
But it's there for two reasons really. We do fundraising for the 88 ladies of the Second World War.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, so I mean, it's slowed down a bit in recent years, but then we used to do a lot more events. Since
Yes.
we've become MG dealers, it's been a lot busy. We haven't really had the time, but
Yeah.
so we want to get a memorial or something that will go at an airfield, or maybe ideally in London, but that looks like it's probably going to be more like to be an airfield or something like that.
Yeah. Western on the Green.
Yeah. It's got a bit of a poke.
Yeah, but if you take the eco off and put your foot down, it does. It's a bit more responsive, just a little. But that's it. That's all it is. Nothing amazing, is it? It's had its day, and they keep putting in a 40 kilowatt battery in. Now they've put 62 in the same space, and they're just going to run into so many problems. They haven't got any cooling for the battery.
Oh, isn't there?
No.
Oh.
So you've got to, in hot weather, we have to be careful if we do a rapid charge, that you've got to let it cool down a bit before you do the rapid charge, because it overheats, and then it just trickles in. It could take hours and hours. Yeah.
See, I just don't know enough about other cars really.
Right.
I mean, it's still learning lots, as you can probably tell with the one that we've got.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if it's all brand new to you, we've had 18 months of this, so
Yeah.
yeah. But I would never go back to a petrol. They're smelly,
Yeah, I mean,
and plus you forget, you don't realise how much petrol is. I haven't got a clue what a good price of petrol is at the moment.
there isn't a good price. There's no such thing as that.
Oh, isn't there?
No, I think it's quite expensive at the moment.
Yeah. And you should, and I think it's good for you to try different cars, because then you can go, oh yeah, I've driven one of them, I know what your problems are there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the MG is a bit more superior, although it's cheaper than one of these. This was 30 grand new.
Yeah. But this is obviously the top spec one though, as well as
Yes.
the leather and the nav.
Yeah.
So do they do many models of this then, do you know?
Just the Ascenta, and this is the Tecna.
Of course it is, yeah.
Yeah. You're giggling away, so you're agreeing.
It's like I say, this is literally the second one I've driven, so
Yeah, and I think the Zoe's probably a bit similar. Yeah. Fantastic. I'm going to give you one of them.
thank you.
That's us. Can I give you a load to hand out to?
I'd love some. Please, yeah.
Sort of how many? That many? Too many?
I'll put them. No, that's fine. I'll put them on the desk.
Yes, so we've just had my test drive in the MG ZSev. Maple Leaf has just gone off with the demonstrator to show him an Nissan Leaf. She's got a habit of going off with strange men in cars. But very impressed with the car, and we're definitely going to move on with this. I'm going to figure out how to pay for it, but I'll be selling my Leaf and getting one of these. The regen is absolutely fantastic. We had it on the lowest setting, and that was still good. That was the equivalent of a Leaf on the highest setting. It was not too harsh, if anything. As for the charging port, somebody asked me about the charging port in one of the forums. There is no seal, definitely no seal, and I don't think any intention of getting a seal. But I'm not concerned with that, because when you look, it's been a wet day today and everything's dusty. Everything's dry, and there's a gap there where any water that fell in there would just fall straight down. So I don't think the charging flap is an issue. And as for durability, yeah, that feels quite strong. When you put it in there, yeah, that holds well. Yeah, not an issue. Yeah. In fact, yeah, let it fall down, it clicks in. Great. So what did you think of that, dear, now that we're recording again on the internal cameras?
Oh, hold on, I'm gonna... Oh.
Yeah.
Right. I'm recording again. So, I really loved that car.
Yeah, there was a lot of car for the money.
Yeah. and it's going to be interesting to see how you feel about driving this car after you've driven that one.
This is still a good car.
It's an excellent car.
But the feeling to driving that MG was similar to the feeling of driving this over a petrol car.
Yeah.
It knocks the socks off the leaf.
Yes.
It really does. That level 3 regen, and I know it was in sport mode, but the pick up and go on it was. What do you think of it, dear?
I think, yeah, it knocks spots off both of our leaves. Oh, excuse me. I love the regen. And oh, Golden Bennett, what are you trying to do to me?
I just realised you can't get southbound on this route, so I'm going to have to go up and we'll just go home, shall we?
No, we're going to Bicester.
Bicester. Yeah.
But with that car,
it's not a Tesla, but it's Tesla X, or Tesla-like in comparison to this.
I think they've all got their own merits, and I know some people hate MGs, but that's their thing. I've never liked a Renault, but I am changed my mind to a Renault. It just, everyone's an individual, and if we all drove the same bloody car, life would be pretty boring, because you would go, oh,
yeah,
it's another one of them, oh, and another one. Yeah.
But it says a lot that James and Kate, who drive Teslas and other high performance cars,
yeah,
that's what they're getting.
I think, yeah, it is.
Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed that test drive.
Oh, do it. And I think I did and ah about you cancelling the order briefly. Because I'm not working yet and I'm not earning, and that's all just. But I think we're going to be alright, and I think we will be able to afford it properly.
And £400 PCP seems a lot. Yeah, £400 PCP payment seems a lot.
Yeah, but Peter, you don't smoke, you don't drink. Yes, you may have the odd bottle of low alcohol beer at £1.30 a bottle, but you might have one a week. It's not like you go out on a bender spending 40-50 quid
But
a night.
That car is going to cost me about £105 a month more than this second-hand car on the PCP.
Yeah.
And the difference is and that thing can really move, and it's got plenty of room and it's comfortable.
Now, people, have you noticed the man from C&A? For those of you too young, C&A was a department store, and you had the man from C&A.
I got my hat.
And this is because he's got his fully charged cap, his fully charged t-shirt. He's a happy man. The man from C&A, or the man from Fully Charged.
What would they do underpants?
What, are you going to tweet?
Yeah, Bobby
Lou to say, can we have some fully charged
underpants?
Pants?
Yes.
Big wide fronts?
No, thongs.
Thongs, like a mankini?
Yes.
Oh! Mark would be proud of that. He would love a mankini. Sorry, Mark. Oh, bless.
We're gonna have an MG. We're gonna have an MG.
You sang. What have we said about you singing?
We're gonna have an MG.
What have we said? Anyway, we're heading off home, so we'll catch you all later. Bye.
Bye.